Hello and welcome to ASUS UK. Up until this point our videos have been quite component heavy, so last time we focused on the awesome Strix GTX 1080, before that we had the ASUS GTX 950 unplugged, so this time we've gone for something a little bit different in the form of this, our new mouse, the ROG Spatha. This thing is without a doubt the craziest mouse we've ever made, and probably one of the craziest mice out there that you can buy right now. So I thought it was definitely worth having a look at. The unboxing experience is actually really cool for this. I think we've really stepped our game up in terms of the unboxing. So I think it would be a shame to not do that. So I'm going to give you guys a little look at what you can expect in the box for the ROG Spatha. Okay, so we're ready to take a look at everything that you get inside the ROG Spatha box. So the first thing you'll notice is you get this membership card welcoming you into the Republic of Gamers, which I think is a really nice touch. And next up, of course, is the Spatha itself. So we'll take this out here, really nicely presented, it looks so sleek and black when it's just by itself in the box. Okay, so next up we have the instruction booklet, which is just underneath, so let me just take this out quickly. And then we have another mysterious piece here. And you'll notice at the bottom is a case for your mouse. So you can use this for transport and all other manner of things. Actually looks really cool. And of course, inside the case we have all manner of other goodies. Let's have a quick look. So, first thing you'll notice is, of course, the charging dock here. As you might know already, this is both a wired and wireless mouse. So we have its charging cable here, which you can also use for wired operation. On the opposite side, you'll notice here is a screwdriver for replacing the switches. So this actually comes with two sets of switches. So if you ever wear out the initial set that comes with the mouse, you can very easily replace it. There is a spare set in the box as well. And then underneath the wireless dock, we have a few more things. So we have a second length of cable, so if you find that your mouse is very close to the USB port, you can just use the shorter length cable rather than the longer one, which is here. We also have two of these nice shiny ROG badges, so you can put these pretty much wherever you like. They make really good case badges, so if you've got a nice bit of space on your case, I would definitely recommend sticking one of these on there. These look really great, really nice metallic finish on these. Here are our spare switches. If you've never seen a mouse switch, that's what they look like. Very small, not too difficult to replace since we've included the screwdriver. This part here is the stand for the charger. And that is pretty much it. So there you have it. This is everything you get with the ROG Spatha. Hopefully you'll agree that this is exactly the kind of unboxing experience you would want from a high-end mouse like the ROG Spatha. One of the interesting things about this mouse is that it is both wired and wireless. So you have the flexibility of a wireless mouse when you want it, and the performance and reliability of a wired mouse when you need it. Luckily this charges off a USB, so you're not going to have the problem of it suddenly running out of power because it will charge by itself, and if it does run out of power, you can just plug it in and continue using it. Personally, I've never used a wireless mouse for exactly that reason, because I would be worried about it running out of power, but because this is dual wired and wireless, you're not going to have that problem, which makes me a lot keener to embrace wirelessness. This dock is really satisfying, by the way. It's magnetized, so it just fits on there very nicely. And if that isn't enough to make you want a wireless mouse, I don't know what is. Okay, so now you guys have seen everything you get with the ROG Spatha, let's check out what it can do. This is the ROG Armory software which comes with the Spatha. As you can see, these are some pretty nice specs. In wired mode, we can set the polling rate as high as 2000 Hz, we can increase the sensitivity to 8200 dpi, we can remove or increase angle snapping, we can mess about with acceleration settings, and even change button response times. Next, let's check out the RGB lighting. As you can see, there's loads of customization potential here. Because there's 3 different controllable RGB areas, you can create some really cool lighting setups. You can honestly spend quite a lot of time messing about in this menu, so I would definitely recommend taking the time to experiment with all the different combos. As expected, there's also a massive amount of macro and button configs on the Spatha, so you can set this up exactly the way you want depending on which sorts of games you play. The sheer number of buttons on the Spatha mean you don't really have to make any sacrifices in terms of what you want your mouse to do. This is particularly important for games like MMOs and real-time strategy games where you really do need to access a lot of buttons very quickly. In fact, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean with some Guild Wars 2. So now I'm having a quick go on my MMO of choice, Guild Wars 2. If you've played this game, you'll know that moving and using abilities at the same time is really important. This is not that easy though when you have 10 skills to use whilst trying to run, jump and roll. Luckily though, because of the number of buttons on the Spatha, you can map pretty much everything to the mouse, and just leave your movement up to your left hand on the keyboard. It definitely feels like you have an advantage over players who have to reach all the way over to 0 to activate their elite skill, or resort to double tapping the movement keys to dodge. Now I've played Guild Wars 2 with a Spatha, I really don't want to go back to a standard keyboard and mouse setup. Although I've only had a short go, I must say that overall I am really impressed with the ROG Spatha. The number of customization options, both the lighting and the number of key bindings and macros you can do, is huge, and it really makes it feel like your personal piece of kit when you're using it. Further, that wired and wireless functionality genuinely feels like you're getting the best of both worlds with this mouse, so you're not making any sacrifices at all, which is really good. Although I wouldn't use the ROG Spatha for something like CSGO, just because it's that little bit big and weighty to make quick snapping movements, and you simply don't need the massive number of buttons that the Spatha offers, I think this is going to be an invaluable mouse for any MMO, tactical RPG or strategy gamer. The ROG Spatha is available in limited quantities right now, so I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out if you want to find out a little bit more info about the Spatha or you want to make one of these bad boys your very own. Thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up if you like the Spatha, or if you've got any thoughts or comments, do remember to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.
ASUS.